Welcome to Musings on Monday. I'm Amanda Hawking, and on Mondays I like to take a look back and review some of the books that I've read lately. This week I'm going to do an episode that's a little bit different because I like to try and feature different authors each week, and so I have like a TBR kind of like decided of what I'm going to read, but this past week instead of going on my TBR, I've just been binge reading Courtney Milan books. I've read like 7 in the past week. I read all of the Worth saga, and I'm almost all the way through the Brother Sinister. So, yeah, so I've been just doing that, and so I thought I'd talk about them a little bit, but I was also going to talk about some other books that I've read, not this past week, but that I've read lately that I didn't do videos about. So the Courtney Milan books I've been reading are historical romance. I think they're Regency and Victorian era. Like, I'm not exactly sure where the two eras end, so it's kind of that area. The 1800s in England. And I've just been loving them. They've just been like really sweet, really nice, kind of steamy romances. And I haven't read, just like I said in the last video, I hadn't read romance in just like such a long time. I read, like most things I read have some element of romance too, but it's like, you know, paranormal romance or horror romance. And I mean, I guess technically this has a modifier of historical, but yeah, they've just been really, really fun and really good to read. And so I highly recommend them. Very addictive. So the two books that I wanted to talk about outside of Courtney Milan series, which I do think you should read and check out, and I've been, like, again, really enjoying. The first book I want to talk about is The Silence of Bones by June Hur. And I read this last year when I was doing giveaways. I gave it one of them, and I read it. It was really good. It is a, like, historical kind of murder mystery in Korea. Is it Korea? I'm sorry, I just forget. I haven't read stuff in so long. Yeah, South Korea. June Hur has a book coming out April 20th, which is next week, and it's called The Forest of Stolen Girls, and again, it's going to be another kind of, like, mystery in Korea, I believe, and I have it pre-ordered, but I pre-ordered so many things I don't remember everything about them. Yeah, it was really good, and so I know a lot of people have been looking for books by AAPI authors, and this is one of them, and it was very good, and so I highly recommend checking out this book and June Hur's new book. The next book that I wanted to talk about was The Bone Witch by Rin Chupeco. And so this is the first book in a trilogy, and I have only read the first book. I read it like 3 or 4 years ago, and then I meant to read the others, and then you know how I can be with TBRs, I just jump all over. But so I'm planning to reread this shortly, so then I can read the rest of the series. I mean, because it's been so long since I read the first book, I want to just make sure I'm refreshed on everything. But it was so good. It's very, very good. It's like very kind of like, yeah, it's good. And again, for people who are looking for books by AAPI authors, Rin Chupeco is Filipino, I believe. I do plan to be back next week with more musings on Monday, but I'm going to take the next couple of weeks off with writing on Wednesday. I've been trying to finish up and get some stuff done with it, with work, and it's kind of hard with me filming 2 videos a week, and so I thought I would take like a little brief, like 2 or 3 week hiatus on writing on Wednesdays, but then I'm going to come back with something pretty cool. I also have ideas of what I want to work on for that, so yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, and thank you again for tuning in. It really means a lot to me, and I've really enjoyed sharing my thoughts about books. Again, this was something that I was nervous about doing. I get nervous about weird stuff, but so it's been really great being able to do this, and I'm glad that you all seem to be enjoying it. Until next time, be safe, be kind, and happy reading.